Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. stocks, futures, and even forex market preview for Tuesday, the 17th of November, 2020. Hope you had a good trading day on Monday. Wasn't much to it. We did have a couple of nice winners in Hain and Apple, but other than that, it was pretty slow. Here's a look at the ES front-month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. New closing high on a breakout here for the session. We'll look at the cash indices and the daily charts, and then we'll come back and look at the intraday action. There's really nothing new to say in Forex. It was a pretty slow night, so we'll just kind of skip that for here because there's nothing to add. We've got new Forex calls posted already for the new day. Crude oil was up 22 cents to 41.56, still sitting in this range. By the way, again, I like to slide over and get rid of this junk that went from back in April. So there's a better look at what crude oil has been doing for the last couple of months. Not much there. Obviously, gold literally up 10 cents to 1887.90. S&P cash gains 41.76. That is a new all-time closing high on the S&P. NASDAQ 100 up 75.54. The SOX gains 62.15. New closing high there. The biotech's up just 8 cents. Really nothing there at all. The Russell 2000 up 41.29. Good look for the small caps. VIX down 65 cents to 22.45. About to hit that red static trend line. Trend closes at 0.74. That puts the 10-day moving average at exactly 1, which is not a signal either way. The volume was decent, even though the action was horrible. NASDAQ volume up. NASDAQ volume 4.1 billion and change. So that's it's back up there. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ, again, very robust, up positive 1402. On the New York, positive 1959. So 2 days in a row of, that's the best 2 days we've seen for market breadth in a long time. Google gains $1.77. Apple gains $1.04. Netflix loses $3.74. Amazon gains $2.25. These are all very small for these stocks, right? Small gains and losses. Tesla literally down 41 cents. Facebook up $2 and a penny. This is really tiny days for the big tech stocks. Goldman Sachs, though, was up $3.30. Closed lower than it opened and didn't quite make a new high for the last 6 months. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, just down 38 cents. Not a big deal. The Dow was up 470 and right now in striking range of the 30,000 number for a close as well. All right, let's look at the intraday action here. So 5-minute candles. This is the problem, though. Got a gap up. Kind of wiggled a little bit. We were flat for first 30 minutes, stayed inside that opening candle, tried to dip for a few seconds, didn't really matter, and then came back up, drifted into highs, and we're sitting up there going into lunch just a few points above where the opening candle was. Over lunchtime, we drifted back. We spent most of lunch inside the opening 5-minute candle all over again, all the way until late in the day, and then the very last candle after the close gets you the pop. So there's really just nothing. It's a really boring day. That doesn't usually turn out much in the scans. And so far I haven't seen much. So we'll be calling it a lot from the tape, and hopefully these have been some really slow days with a lot going on in the world. And it's just interesting. So interesting, but not what we like to see. So we still have the rest of this week. I did want to point out, of course, next week, one of my favorite weeks of the year, Thanksgiving. So the schedule next week goes like this. Monday can still be a fairly normal day. Tuesday's okay, and then people start to leave. Wednesday, people usually are traveling. Let's hope not too many people are traveling at the airports this year, but I suspect that you'll still see enough of it. So usually people are traveling Wednesday to head out so they get to their families for Thanksgiving on Thursday. That's obviously the holiday, so the markets are closed. So usually Wednesday is kind of a waste of time. Thursday, the markets are closed. Friday is a half day that the market's open that nobody shows up for because why would you? It's usually a slightly up day. And then, so you basically have almost a 5-day weekend. And so Monday and Tuesday are really the only potential possibilities next week. Don't forget that this week on Friday is options expiration. It's just a normal expiration. So we might get an options unraveling move on Wednesday or so. We'll see how it goes. Let's just hope for some actual movement. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Tuesday.